Everyone able to see right my screen? Able to see my screen?
Yes, Anna.
Okay. So after test is completed, right? We need to analyze the results. So like each and every transaction response time, we are meeting our SLA or not. We need to check. So these all will be transactions. Add to cart. This is the PestStore application. So we are executed for this PestStore application, and we got for the response time. We need to concentrate only for average response time. Average response time of the each and every transaction, it is more than 2 seconds, then we are considered as a okay, we are not meeting SLA. So now you can observe each and every transaction we are within the 1 second only it is happen, means you are meeting for the SLA. Your test will be went good, then what we can do, we need to save this results and send to the report to the client or our team lead. So how to we can do, means we can go to the report and click on report template, and once you can click on report template, it will be generated for the report like this. So for here you can see here each and every point will be there. So scenario name, nothing but what is the scenario you are executed, this is the run name, and what date you are executed, what time you are executed, total duration, like how much duration your execution is done, 3 minutes 30 seconds. And this is the script name, pet store book pet, and this is the total number of users executed with 20 users. And as symptom we need to concentrate for the workload characteristics. See, maximum running users 20, average hits is happen this, total hits will be 560, total pass transaction per second, means each per second total pass transaction count will be 1.128, means per second is a 1.1 transactions where we are getting passed. Total passed transaction per minute. Per minute is a 67. Total transaction numbers will be 11 transactions we have. This is the running users graph. Running users nothing but all users will be, execution is going like this is done for the execution. Just this is the graphical oriented, and after that performance overview we can see for the total passive transaction 220 total. Transaction success rate will be 100%, means where we don't have any errors. And HTTP status code summary you can observe here will be 200, means we know for the 200 means what you are getting for the successfully request and response also. So means that is a valid things, it is happen for 520. 302 nothing but it's a redirection. So through redirection is a 40. So this is also not considered, this is not error. Okay, this is also point of the uh, developer only, they are designed as a 302 code also. Okay, so total will be this many, total 560 happen for this. Transaction summary is there, right? So in the transaction summary is a very important thing. So each and every transaction, what is the response time we are getting, you need to know for this. So now assume to, maybe you think about that any one of the transaction will be we are not meeting SLA, like for example some this click on like confirm, it is happen for the 3.15, actually our SLA will be 2 seconds, but it is happen for the 0.15. So you need to start the issue like why it is happen for that more than 2 seconds. So now you can observe, maybe like this happen, you need to observe for these things. Worst URLs by average response time, means the particular URL only it is taken high response time, what is that highest response time queries also it is displaying here. So you are observe that pestor October action catalog action, this transaction is taking for the 2 times more than average will be 1.24 seconds is taking, means it is more than 1 second is taking for this URL. Maybe you are observed that this is the happen for the more than 3. Then we need to start the issue like because of this URL we are getting for the response time will be high. So you need to just recommend it to the dev team. Then they will check for the their side, like their code will be checked the particular URL where it is invoking, why it is taking high response. Okay, they will see for their side and they will get back from like their side change for their code things, and after that again we can do the test. Then again we are not get for the this URL will be good. Then so like that, so which is the worst URL, you need to take that and we need to recommend it to the dev team. So this is the way you need to dig, and after that worst by URL by average response time also you can observe. But everything is good only we have observed. Average will be 0 point something only, and most resource consuming URL. Maybe you find out as a transaction response time will be we are not meeting SLA. Then you are observe that CP memories will be high. So but you want to particular which URL, which transaction is taking for the high response time, total server time. See, so average is considered and its count will be one time. This is one time only it is taking for the 0.28, 0.28. So means this URL it will be taking for the high resource consumption, nothing but CPU memory. So we need to ask for the client for the our development team. These two URL I am getting for the resource, nothing but CPU memory is taking high response time. So then they will check for their side and what is that issue they will rectify and they will resolve that one. And apart from this, you need to observe for the largest URL by average kilobytes also we need to observe. And apart from this, we have the graphs will be there. This is a running users graph, and this is the 8 per second graph, and this is the throughput graph, and one more. See, this is the transaction summary. Transactions nothing but, so what are the transactions you are given? Click on pet and click on product, and after that you are entering the details and click on continue, click on confirm. So each and every transaction, how many times it is happened, it is showing. So 20 times iteration is completed. 20 times means this particular confirm is happened 20. Each and every transaction also you are able to see properly 20 times it will happen. So like that you need to analyze the results, and after that, so this is the average transaction response time graph only. So these are the transactions we have, these are the transactions we need to concentrate for these things. So now after that you want to save this report, means you can go to the save and you need to click on for the which format you want, like it is a PDF format or it is a HTML format, it is a text format, maybe it is a Excel format, which maybe if you want for the CSV format, so you want for the any JPG format. So which format you want you need to select. So for example I am selecting for the Microsoft Excel and click on OK. It is asking for the report and you need to give for the data report, just name we need to give, identify point of view. Today date is 18, right? 01/20/23. Just I am saving. See, the report is saved. Okay, I saved in the, see, this is the our report. Now you can open this report. So now open this, everything will be, results will be downloaded with Excel format, you can observe. So everything is reported generated. Maybe you want to this report sent to the team lead, means we can send this report. Otherwise, as a client we want to send this report to the client, then what will happen, he don't want for this all details, because as a client he not understand that what are these all details, but he want only for only what is the workload characteristics. Okay, and just you can copy this and paste from the here, only he need for these details. And after that he need for the like transaction details only, transactions graph. So transactions there, right? You can just you can copy this, and means only client want only this report, so that is why we are preparing for that report. Okay.
Hi Kiran, I missed out starting of the class. We are
Sorry.
studying LRE report.
Yeah, LRA report.
So in loader is in HTML format or Excel format?
Yeah, is what is the format, it will be your choice. That is the format, we don't have any concerns exactly for this is the our format, we don't have anything. We can give for the any format is fine. Okay.
Okay.
But the thing is, maybe our lead point of view can send for this report is fine, but client point of view can send for the entire document, means you are unable to understand, right? Actually what is
Yes.
this, what is this, you unable to understand. So so that is why we need to don't give for this all details to the client. Then actually he don't know for the performance testing terminology and all graphs and everything. So that is why if you give for this report, then this report is fine, because this report is everything, it is showing as a okay, what is the transactions and how many transactions happen, how many past transactions happen, and everything it is showing for the very clearly. Now you can observe all transactions we are done. So after that just we want for this action transaction only, actually that is including for the all the transactions response time, that is included. So you can delete that, and as same to the user end transaction also we can delete this. So now you need to set for the order wise the each and every transaction. First transaction will be login, and so that is why we need to give for the proper transaction names also, like login T02, and after login what we can do, we are clicking for the pet rate like T03, and after that click on pet, what we can do, we can select for the product, that is the underscore T04, and after that what we are doing, we are need to proceed to checkout. Before that add to cart, that is the T05, right? Yes, fine. And after that what we can do, we can proceed to checkout, we need to click on for the proceed to checkout. So means when you are giving for the transaction names as a script, right, you can give for the proper, then we don't need to do for this kind of things for the here. So now transactions setup is completed, right? Now you can set for the one by one like this transaction. So same to no need for this all details. Like if it is a client also don't know for this all details. So that is why you can delete. Otherwise, if you want to count, then you can give for that. And fail pass count also no need. So now And as same to the here we need to add one more column SLA. SLA nothing but service level agreement. Actually, what is our SLA? 2 second is a universal SLA. Just you need to add Control D. And after that, uh, you want normal format, and then just you can do for the format also. Okay. So now we'll get for the all results. And then now this kind of report only we can send to the our client point of view, because if you send for the this entire document, he don't know for this all details, what is this most worst queries, this all things he don't know anything. So that is why don't send this kind of thing. This kind of things only we can send for the our teammates or our team lead point of view, means that is fine, because team lead also he can analyze for the each and every point, but because he know for the performance testing. But his client who want don't know for performance testing, but he want only for the as a average response time of the 20 transactions, we are meeting SLA or not, you need to observe. So then what will happen? SM2 we need to give for the some indication also. Then easy to he will understand. Like you are given for the green color. So if you give a green color, what will happen? So each transaction we are meted for SLA. So maybe some transaction you are not meet SLA. Then you are got for the 3.15. Then what we can do? We can indicate for this is the red color, means that is the transaction will be we are getting for the response time will be high. So if anyone will be see this kind of thing, right, so then easily identify that okay, our transaction response time will be we are getting for the like okay, they will be easily identify that.
Here, average and 90 percentile are the same concept or different?
Yeah, no, no, so 90% is different, and we can observe results. See here I can observe 90% is average. Average nothing but it is a average of the 20 transactions happen for the 0.581 for the each 20 user point of view. But 90% have nothing but 90% of the transactions are getting for the within the transaction or not, we need to check. Okay.
Means 20, 90%.
Yes. So that is the 90 percentage, and that will be if client ask, then you can give, otherwise we need to give for this is the fine.
Okay, but what is the use of this 90 percentile, 95 percentile? Mostly they ask.
Yeah, see for example what will happen is 100 percentage you are taking for the 100 percentage. For example this is only we can take, okay, any one of the column will take, this is the 100% results assume. Okay, for here 100 percentage means you are getting for the all will be you are getting like worst or whatever may be transactions you have. For example we'll change some details also, like someone 2.17 and one is for the 2 point this one. Then 100 percentage means everything it is coming, but when you are doing for the 90 percentage means what will happen means some worst what are the transaction we are getting, so we want to remove that, means so what will happen 90% is total will be how many this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 is the 100 percentage. 90% means how many?
7.
6 or 7.
Mm.
So we need to 10 percentage, right? We need to remove for the 10 percentage request. Means bad, what are their bad, right? For example, this transaction will be very bad for me. So I will remove this, means then next to what is the 90 percentage means this is the my results for the 90 percentage. Apart from this.
But in some of the videos, they have said like 95 percentile, we have to calculate it. Last second or third value is 90 percentile.
Last.
From bottom,
Yes. Yeah,
90.
that is the way only. See, for example, I am given not given for the serial, right? For example, we are giving here 1, 2, and 3 and 3 and 4 and 5. This is the 100%. So if you give for the like 90 percentage means what it will come. So it is bad request will be, it is remove for the bad request as a 5, and you will get for the 1 2 3 4 5 is 90 percentage. So
Mm,
third request means what will happen, this is the what will happen, this is the average it is coming, means we are removing from the first to second and it is coming for the 3, means what will happen, that will be, it's not 90 percentage.
50%.
Okay, so this kind of report we can send to the client, then he will easily identify. Okay, a maximum client we can't send for the any transaction is more than 2 seconds happen, we can't send, because we need to identify that issue and where is that issue, and again we can do the test, and after that we can send that report to the client. But just your understanding point of view, maybe you are sending your lead, right? So you need to give for the some indicator, like each and every transaction, which transaction you are meeting SLA, which transaction you are not meet SLA, then just you will be by looking easily identify. That is point of view I explain for that.
Yes.
And after that we want for the any graphs we want to add, means maximum only we can add for the 3 graphs is a very important things. What are the things means, it per second graph and throughput graph, and as same to the transaction summary graph and transaction response graph. So these graphs also if you want means we can add here, but client don't want, but your lead who also you want to send for the some beautiful report, means just you need to mention but this workload characteristics, and after that you need to mention for this graphs also, you can copy and paste it from here, throughput it per second graph and everything. So this is the way we can prepare the report.
And can we change that graph to pie chart?
Yeah, this one
Graph to pie chart option
where
in the action.
here.
Uh, in page 1 tab, we are getting the graph. If we need the pie chart, is there any option in analysis tool? Analysis tool.
Where is,
Analysis tool means load run analysis tool when we export this report, right?
okay,
So
okay,
is
export time you are asking. Yeah,
so
there we don't have that pie chart. Okay, by default we have this only, and the same to the,
okay,
you want to merging. So for example, you want to merge the graphs it per second and throughput. Then yesterday I showed, right? You can click on this. We can merge
hmm,
the graph
merge.
and select for the which graph you want to merge. See it per second and throughput I'm merging, and as to here we have the 3 types of graphs will be there: overlap graph, tile graph, correlate graph. Overlap graph nothing but it is each other, like we have the content of 2 charts and the share the common x-axis. So you can observe this is the thing is happen, means it is a sharing for the 2 charts and x-axis only. That is the one thing, and we can, one more thing we can observe, we can merge the graph, and we can same thing we can merge with the percent throughput, and here we can change for the tile graph. So tile graph nothing but view the content of 2 charts that share common x-axis, but now also we are selected overlap also same, but now you can observe x-axis one above each other, one above other, means one is from the here, one is from the above, it will come. Now we can observe graph. See, this is the same sharing x-axis only, but one above each other. See, It is coming from like this. Maybe we have one more also will be there. That is also we'll see. And we can merge the graph and select for the correlate graph. So plots y axis of two charts against each other. So just you can change it as a throughput and click on this. See now how it is happen, and it's sharing with the y-axis also. Two charts and it's sharing with the axis also. You can observe this is the it per second throughput we are merged with the correlate graph. So these kind of graphs we have. So if you want which graph, if you want comfort, you can merge this graph, and you need to identify that if it is any issue will be there. So you can observe by merging this graph, it is merged very good. You don't have any teeth unteeth patterns. Like this graph will be here, this graph will be went here, this graph will be here, this graph went here, means that will be is inversely proportional, but now it is a direct proportional only. Okay.
Here, basically, what is the need of throughput graph in the reports?
Yeah, throughput nothing but, so when you are hitting to the application, right, some bytes will be received from the server. Okay, so throughput is a number of users. Based on for the number of virtual users, it will be throughput will be generated. So if it is the throughput is not increasing, your response time will be high. Means so throughput is not generated, then your response time will be high. It is happen. Maybe it's not hitting, then your response time will be high.
Okay. And at initial stage, it's always graph on the upper side.
Yes, yes. It hitting the application, right? Starting, it is after that it is going to like this. Okay, so this is the way you can prepare the report, and after that, so if you want formats, you told, right, if you want means we can change formats here also. You can do
Here
like you
in
can take
Excel
for
also.
the this report,
Yes.
and just you can go to the here we have the right, we have different formats will be there, pie chart and
Yes.
what are we have there. You can do it means if yourself you can do that also. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now so we need to prepare the report like this. Just we are giving for the workload characteristics, nothing but average, it's how many happen, how many total, and total password per second. We can call it as a TPS. This is the TPS, and this is the TPH, means transaction per minute. This is the, and you want TPH means into 60 is right, transaction per hour into 60 you can get, then you will get for the TPH also. Okay, so any doubt report format?
Yesterday's only doubt only. Mostly they ask in interview reverse question. How many virtual users were there? If the TPH is this one, if throughput is this one,
Yeah, yeah,
that also.
yeah. We have the formula will be there. I will show you that formula and everything to you, and I will explain for that also. Okay. Meanwhile, we'll go that right. We'll complete for our analysis thing, and we'll go there. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Because now we can observe here, and now this is the summary report, and nothing but this is the like scenario what we schedule, right, how we are scheduled like this. It is showing for the how you are did for this, and top transaction by during the response, and what are the highest response queries, it will display here. And this is the characteristics, how many users executed, what is the output, and average it's generated, and everything it is displayed. And you want for the each and every transaction point of view, you can come to the transactions, and how many password failed also you are able to see here, and what is the response time of each and every, you can able to see this. Now you want to add any graphs means we can add for the new graphs also. You can click on add new item and add a new graph, and we have the different graphs will be there, running users, user summary, and transactions. We have different type will be there, average response time, transactions per second, total transaction per second, total passed transactions only, transaction summary, and transaction performance summary, otherwise transaction response time under load, and percentile mode. You want for the transaction response time percentile mode, you can select this. So same to the web resources. See it per second throughput already there. Throughput MB point of view. Okay, megabytes point of view, you can select HTTP status code summary. If you want, you can select this any which graph you want. You can click on open. Automatically the graph will be displayed like this.
This means the pie chart graph.
Yes. So actually they are giving for the each graph point of view. They are giving for the okay different. Okay, why it is so many happen. Okay, water no problem. Okay, so now you can observe this is the STP 200. This is the color also it is indicating. By seeing we need to identify that. Okay, what is the what? So you can observe this is the 200 3 and 302 means this is not a error. Okay, HTTP 302 is not error. So it is a 400 or otherwise 400 or 500. So this many we have different errors. Then we can consider as a those many issues or errors we can consider. So like this we can add for the which graph you want. We can add for the here add a new graph and BRC for the web page dynamics. In that we have the connection per second, SSL per second, and web page dynamics also. We can drill down the issue with how the page will be breakdown is happening. You can click on that, then you are able to get for this report. Like you can observe the store this particular only it is a 0.57 to happen more than this 0.576 for this URL. So it is indicating for the with percentage mode also it is showing for that each and every URL. Means page level we are checking for the which page is taking high response time. So page breakdown graph we are seeing this graph we are easily identifying. This will be it is a 14 point, this is the 30.98 is the highest one, this one, and this is the next will be 14 percentage and 14.29. So by seeing this page component level graph, so like this we can analyze the report by seeing the by adding the graphs you need to dig the issue. So like that you can add the graph and you need to dig the issue, and after that so everything is completed. Then assumed we need to see further this all also each and everything what purpose you case. If you want to add any new graph, this is also option. If you click on that and add new graph page will be open and you can click on open graph. And this is for the okay we are in here, right? Add new graph, and you can click on this and we want to add a new graph or analyze the transactions, analyze SLA. If you want new report means you can click on that. This is the just delete point of view, which scenario you want delete you can click on that, delete the selected item and rename for the selected item. And this is the duplicate we want to duplicate, and use the arrow to record the like up and down point of view. If you want to miss you can use for this up and down. See you can observe, see it's going to the up and down. So just this is the first section explorer, and we can see for here this is the create new analysis section. You want to create a new thing means you can click on new, and existing already you have there you can open that. If you want to open that means you can save this section, and after that you can open the new scenario. What is the next cross results? So cross results nothing but you are executed two tests. You want to analyze the two reports as a comparison point of view. You need to select for add one more results here and click on OK. Then it is a report will be generated as a cross results like comparison. And after that this is the HTML report. If you click on this It is asking for the format, HTML report format. Just automatically, if you want save means it will save for that and it will open as a HTML format. This is the runtime settings. So what are the runtime settings you are set, right? So if you want see means you can see here. And set global filter. So you want to set the global filter nothing but if you want to set for the any transactions means you can select for the transaction. Okay, and what is the response time of this? Actually we need to it is starting from the you want for the uh, 0 onwards means you can select that and click on OK. Okay, we will take for the start. First we need to select transaction I think. Here is a scenario elapsed time. Elapsed time nothing but your execution starting onwards 0 to it is the 3 minutes 114 minutes it is executed. That you want to change anything means you can start range and end range also you can change it here. See this is the start time end time and we want the transaction end status. So we have the different things with it. If you want only past details you can click on past details and it is only display for the past details and you can just click on OK, then it is apply for that global results. So that is the filter and this is the configure SLA. So if you want to configure SLA, last time we seen right how we did, we can click on new and select for the transaction response time. You need to what is the your SLA 2 seconds or you need to assign this and you need to do that. Okay, and analyze the transactions. The year one is the granularity will be there. Where is granularity? Configure SLA, analyze transactions, and export as a Excel. Okay, then file also we know for that everywhere will be same, new open save and already existing one means it will show for the existing one and edit means we want to edit anything and view means summary filter and export summary to the Excel means you can click on directly it is going to the expect and if you want for the add new graph means here also there and report you want for the new report or if you want for the report template means you can click on report template and here maybe sometimes what will happen means is some companies will be some they have the report template will be there that report template I want for only for this kind of things they will prepare that report you can create here like this. See for example you want to create new you can click on new and give for the report name just we can give for the sample report and after that you need to give for the file name and if you first name last name also if you want means you can give that means who is creating you want means you can clear this and after that we have the some see report time range whole scenario means you can select whole scenario. See this is the granularity nothing but graphs is there right graphs in between saturation between two graphs we can call it as a granularity means two graphs in between gap, we can call it as a granularity. That will be you are giving for the 1 second, and as same to the after that click on generate report. So you can observe nothing will be displayed because for this format we are not added anything. So just you are click on this and you are not added anything here. Like content will be there, right? You have the format will be there, which format you want, and content. So what is the content you want to add? So if you click on this, like these all will things, right? Exactly we need for the workload characteristics. And apart from this, what we need transaction summary and HTTP transaction graph, and same to the we need for the transactions, right? So means only for particular I want for these sections you want means you can take that only, and performance overview also you want. So just I want for this only every I want report, then you can click on this and it is added, right? Now click on OK, then it is a report is generated for that what is selected, right? It is a report will be generated. Now again we can delete this too. Now we are created, right? We can go to there and we can see for the report we are created, right? We can report template, and we are created, and now we'll go to the report template, and you can select this is only, right, sample report. So this is only I added, and as same to the here including workload character scripts, average throughput, total also if you want this you can add for the year. So this is only I want to for this my report, so that's why I added this. And after okay, and again go to the report, generate report. See, only what things you want only I added. I want for the workload characteristics, so it is displayed that. And after that I want only running user total transaction per graph, I asked for that, and performance overview also I asked. I can prepare that report, and transaction summary I want, and I add for the HTTP status code summary. So I want only this report, then only this report only I want send client means directly. Now no need to edit anything, directly we can save and we can send for the our report to the client. Means here will be we have the report template will be there. What are the things you want to prepare means you can prepare your template. Got it? If you want any other things means you can click on add, and you need to add for the any other things you want. So got it? Report how to we can preparing for the our template also. Okay, see what I added for the report template only I got for that only. So that is the reports, like which format you want anything, and tools and windows, this is the everything same. So this is the analysis report. Now it is now we'll discuss with the so this is the analysis report. Maybe you got for the like one transaction response time you got for the 3.67 seconds. So it is a more than 2 seconds. So you need to start for the dig the issue. So how to we can start the dig the issue means we need to start with the client side statistics. First will be and the second point will be server side, and third one will be web page diagnostics, and fourth point application side, and fifth point database. So using these parameters we need to find the where is the issue, what is the issue. So client side statistics nothing but what, bit per second, throughput, connections, response times. This all will be we can consider it as a client side statistics. Like you can go to the analysis report. You can observe after by merging the graphs, we are able to seeing for that. Where is magic graph? Okay. So by merging this graph, so means each graph by merging for this client side statistics you need to identify the issue. If the issue could be what is the issue, like it is a web server problem or application side problem. So for example it is a now it is a, everything is good, then there is no issue with the your application side and the web server issue, because everything will be merged properly. But you are observed that this graph will be like this, and the second graph will be it is going to the like, and again it is down up and teeth pattern. Then we can consider as a there is a it is the graph will be inversely proportional. Then where could be problem is it is a web server issue, we need to find that one and we need to report to the particular team. So as to one thing you keep in your mind, if it is any issue it is came, we are not to we need to find out only. So for that issue we need to resolve means we need to ask for the particular team. So that is the just you need to give for the recommendations only, but you are not resolved anything. Client side starts nothing but that is the client side start, right? Nothing but we need to measure the graphs, it per second, throughput, connections, response time graphs. So by measure that graph you need to identify the issue, what is the issue, it will be there not there. Server side is nothing but CPU, memory, network, and this all will become memory and network. So means it is you are doing for the Windows application, it is crossing more than 80%, then we consider as a server side is not good, because actually for particular number of user point of view you are executed 100 users, 100 user point of view it is crossing more than 80%, then it is not sufficient for the CPU and memory. Then you need to we have the some EMS team or configuration teams will be there, we need to recommend it to them. Just you need to write the mail like we are executed for the for 100 users slow test. We observe that during the test and after the test is completed the memory is crossing more than 80%. Could you please increase for the CPU memory? Then they will increase for the CPU and memory. Then again we can do for the one more test, then our response time will be good, then our report will be sent to the client. Maybe you are not identify here also no issue, but CPU memory also good, only we are getting for the normal CPU memory utilization like 30% 40% only. Then we need to start with the web page diagnostics. So what is the web page diagnostics? Nothing but we can drill down the application whether issue could be network or server level. Like how to we can identify means using for the page component level graph, are using for the we have the time taken buffer is there, okay, TITFB. So using for the time taken buffer, So maybe time taken buffer graph is high, we can consider as a network issue. Time taken buffer is low, then we can consider as a server issue. So we need to start the dig the issue like this. Maybe that is also fine. Then finally we'll move to the application side statistics. Application side nothing but we want to check for the code level things. Like code level things nothing but each and every code, like if it is any class or object or any code or any programming, it is taking high response time or we need to check. And database side means particular transaction is taking high response time because the what is the issue means maybe in this particular one query is there, that query is taking high response time because of in that query having for the many conditions, many join conditions, many clauses, and they are written very consumably, like hardware they are written. So we need to recommend it to the DB team, database team. Could you please rewrite that query because we are getting for the high response time because of this query. So could you please rewrite that query, then they will rewrite that query and we are again we can do the test. Maybe it is happen for the some deadlock situation. Deadlock nothing but we have the different tables will be there in database. We have the table 1, table 2, table 3, table 4 will be there. So deadlock how it is happen means one data we want to get from the DB. So the table A is locked because what will happen means the table A2 we are not getting any data from the B, and it is a blacked B, right? Because of that C table also blacked. So means the data is not transferring to the one table to another table. That situation we can call it as a deadlock. So this is the way we need to dig the issue and we need to identify the where could be problem you need to identify, and you are not resolved anything, just you need to recommend it to the particular team and they only we can they will like resolve that issue. Again you can do for the test, again you are getting for the response time good or not you need to observe. That is only our duty, just you need to identify the issue only, you are not resolved anything. It's clear?
Yes, but how to identify whether whatever the issue is facing is for this 5 points only? Means, for example, how we can identify database or
Yeah,
applications.
see, in analysis report, right? You need to start with the analysis report. So first thing will be you are doing for the report is there, right? So this report, by seeing this report, you need to identify the worst URLs by average response time. You are able to see, right? Means because of this
Yes.
URL, you are getting for the response time will be high for this particular transaction. Assign to worst URL by average response time also. And you have the page component, most resources, nothing but CPU memory, which URL is taking high response time. And apart from this, you want to see for the largest URL by average kilobytes happen. This is the one way we can dig the issue. This is the one way, and one more way what, see server side statistics nothing but you need to observe for the already we are done, we are did the side scope and performance and all we see, right? There we can see for that CPU memory it is crossing for the more than 80% or not, you need to observe for here. Okay, application side will be there. Going to the application side. Application side, how you need to identify means, see application side will be there. How to we can identify means we can take the heap dump. You need to take for
Oh,
the heap dump will be there.
and what is this heap memory? Most of time they ask in interview. Heap.
Yes, heap dump nothing but it's a memory point of only. Memory actually JVM is there, right? In Java,
Mm.
Java virtual is a machine. we have the Java virtual machine, we have the two settings will be there, JMax and JMS settings. We have two settings will be there. There the memory will be, they will convert from the JMX and JMS. Okay, for at that time what will happen means, we are doing for the execution, each and every thread, nothing but each and every scenario, it is generated as a one process ID. Process ID. This process ID some 1 to 3 process ID name. That is it is taking for the memory is 30 MB assume. Okay, and next to process ID some 346 is there. So that is taking from the 70 MB. So means for particular this process IDs are taking high memory consumption will be high, you know. So by seeing the our monitoring tools or J Visual J console we have. So by seeing that you need to identify that, and as same to the Linux also we have the command will be there. You want to heap dump or to you can analyze means using for the we have the JMap command will be there. JMap command will be there. Using that JMap command you need to write for the JMap and what is the process ID is there, right? Process ID 346, and you need to dump means where you want to save this heap dump, you can give for the folder and click on enter as a Linux command, then automatically it is downloaded from the your system. That is the heap dump means this particular process ID is only it is taking a response time. Why it is taking this means we need to take for the heap dump, and we need to that heap dump using for the we have the heap analyzer tools will be there. IBM heap analyzer tool will be there, and Eclipse heap analyzer will be there. There you can upload this heap dump, and there you can see for the each and every level like class level. If it is any class is taking high response time, any code like any programming it is taking high response time will be high, or any object it is taking any response time will be more, then maybe is any instances it's taking more than response time or not, you need to dig the issue like this. That is the heap dump. It's clear?
But in load runner, we don't have this JVM, JVX, right?
Yeah, no, see that JVM, these things, right? That that is only for Java applications. We have this
Mm-hmm.
mechanism.
Okay.
Java virtual machine. What is the JVM? Nothing but it's a Java virtual machine. That is not a load runner or JMeter, whatever may be. So in load runner also we can do for the Java applications, right?
Yes.
So that is the JVM is applicable for, it's not based on tool, that is based on for the language JVM. Okay.
Okay. If it's .NET application, then no need to.
Yeah, and .NET application they will, that is a different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
So
here, do we have any concept that we need to increase the heap size memory, RAM size memory?
yeah, so that things we can't do because as if we don't have any administration permissions for that. We want to increase and anything means we have the our EMS team will be there, configuration team there. You need to recommend it to them.
Okay.
Okay, and database side how we can do means we have to take for the AWR report. So AWR report nothing but so particular duration, for example now is time will be how much 9:30, we are starting test 9:30 to 10:30, 1 hour. So this 1 hour duration you need to ask for the DB team. I want for the AWR report, this is the my start timestamp, this is the end timestamp, I want for the AWR report. So in that AWR report it is content for the entire query details, like what are the queries it is applicable from this test, like each and every query is taking, which query is taking high response time and which query is taking high response time, and based on for which query is what is the CPU utilization of the DB. Also we have the CPU memory will be there. DB also CPU memory is which query is taking high. So we need to find for that in the AWS report in the database side. So in the top end of the report, you are able to see the top most highest response queries. Then you are identify that one query is there that is taking for the response time will be more than 3 seconds. Then actually our SL will be 2 seconds only. Only one query is only it is taking more than that, means because of that cause issue we are getting for the response time will be high. So we recommended to the DB team, could you please rewrite that query, and we are getting for the response time will be very high. So then they side they will change for the their side, like they will write for the simple way. Maybe they will not mention for the many chain conditions, and they will not mention for the many tables. So their side they will did for that, and again we can execute. Then we are good for the response time or not. We need to analyze. So this is the way you need to analyze the things. So this is only happen when you are not meeting for the SLA only. You need to start the issue like this. So everyone is got.
Yes.
So going to the like now we'll go into the okay pacing calculation. We can discuss 1 minute.